Well, we're having some struggles shrinking the government around here. Republicans never want to shrink it. They grow it slowly. Democrats grow it rapidly. This is a great piece I read here. Joe Biden's plan for big government. The president's bill would create massive disincentives to work and leave future generations with massive levels of government intrusion and debt. And to talk about that, because after all, it's her piece, Veronique de Rugy. She is a senior research fellow at George Mason University. Veronique, what is this plan of Joe Biden's?
The plan is to spend even more money that the government has been spending the last 12 months, or like 9, 10, I've lost count, being locked in my house for so long, and even more money than they have the last few decades. I mean, both sides have been just incredibly, they've been like they spend like drunken sailors, and it seems that there's actually no limit to how far and how big they're willing to go. And this is what this plan is about.
Veronique, I need you to, I'm going to ask you to psychologize some people here for a moment. I realize the debt is the least sexy thing in the world to talk about. But on a long enough timeline, it is like the only thing that matters. And nobody cares about it. I can actually hear people turning the channel on my TV show anytime I bring it up. Nobody cares. Why don't they care? When this thing goes, it's going to be ugly.
You're right. You're right that compared to 2010, for instance, where there was a lot of focus on the debt, today no one cares. And in fact, a lot of conservatives have actually joined the bandwagon and have a new rhetoric like, you know what, we can increase the debt as much as we want because interest rates are low, and it's just, I guess, it's just not convenient to actually care about the debt, because the debt is not really what matters. Debt is a symptom of overspending. And I think in the last 10 years, to be honest, we have seen conservatives really kind of move away from the position that small government was something, that's not their position anymore. That's like achieving smaller government is just not a goal anymore. Instead, they've switched to how do we get Republicans elected on a new platform, which looks more and more like that of the Democrats.
Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.